everybody, it is almost the end of July and I thought it was high time that I show you the books that I picked up during my birthday month. So hi, my name's Talia. I like books, I like bandanas, and I'm so happy that you're at my channel today. Particularly if you are new, I know that I've had quite a few new subscribers lately, so thank you for being here. And if you've been with me since the beginning, you know I love you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. I'm so happy that you are here as well. So for the most part, I don't usually buy new books. I've done quite a few hauls from Goodwill and eBay. I love the hunt of finding good deals on used books. For example, I purchased, back there somewhere, I just got The Martian by Andy Weir for $2 at Goodwill, and it is in pretty much perfect condition. Like, going and finding books and paying like a significantly cheaper price just gives me so much joy. That being said, my parents and my in-laws spoiled me rotten with Amazon gift cards for my birthday this month, so I was able to purchase a bunch of new books and a couple other random things that I'll show you at the end. But I will say it was actually very hard for me because when you go to Goodwill specifically, like, you just hunt for things that you like or recognize, and you find like 3 or 4 books and you're like, great, good deal. There's not like a problem with decision making because your choices are limited, which is good for me because I have a very hard time making choices. So I have these Amazon gift cards and I'm like, what do I buy? I have 200 books on Goodreads that I would like to purchase. And then I feel the need to like research each of the books on Amazon to see if I can get it cheaper on eBay, or like what's the price difference between new and used. And like basically this haul took me forever to organize and purchase, but I'm super happy with what I ended up choosing. I didn't let my decision paralysis get in the way too much. I was able to push through, and I just have some amazing books to share with you. So let's get into it. So the first book I purchased, oh, and also I'm gonna try to mention where I heard these books from, because I obviously heard a lot of these from you, fellow booktubers. If I don't remember or I don't mention your name and you're like, hey, I was talking about that book and she was commenting on my channel, I'm sorry. I do my best. I'm gonna try to do better noting like where I hear books from. Some I know I've heard from multiple places, so if I do not recognize you, I apologize. Know that I still love you. Okay, this one I didn't hear about from anyone. This is Endurance by Scott Kelly. This is nonfiction. Scott Kelly, let's see, it's probably been 5 or 6 years, set the record for being in space. He was on the International Space Station, set the record for being in space the longest period of time. I think it's already been broken like 1 or 2 times since then. But he was circling around the Earth for a long period of time, and he was pretty active on social media. So I remember following him and following his Facebook page and seeing the amazing pictures he would send down from Earth. And he was really who got me. I've always been into space and space travel, but he's the one who really like kind of reintroduced me to it and got me really interested with space and made me follow the launches and follow kind of what's going on. So I'm super excited to read his memoir and just see what his experience was like, how he's been able to write about it. I've read a couple other space memoirs too recently. So I think I've talked about the Buzz Aldrin one on my channel. I also read another prior to that, so I think I'll probably do like a space, sliding out. I think we'll probably do like a space video at some point, because this is a topic I really enjoy reading about. Okay, next I picked up Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. This actually is my book club pick for the month of, we're kind of like middle of the month right now. We're kind of going like mid-July to mid-August. So July into August, this is the book club pick. I actually was gonna just check this out from the library, but the holds were really, really long on it. This is a Good Morning America book club pick, and it was picked by one of my fellow In Life book club members. So this is about a woman. She is in the 60s and she is a chemist, and women were not greatly respected in that time in science. So it's kind of her, she ends up being divorced and a single mother. Actually, I don't know if divorced. So she ends up being a single mother, a chemist, and she actually starts cooking and using her chemistry in her cooking. And she ends up being in on a television cooking show in this time period. And it kind of goes from there. And I think she kind of has pushback because they're like, what are you doing? You're a woman. Why are you using chemistry and being on TV? I think that's kind of the vibes that it has, but I'm not for sure. I've heard very good things about it. When it was announced that this was the book, I was like, yes, because this has been one that I've been wanting to read. So I'm very excited, and this will be my next book that I pick up. So you'll be seeing this on my channel soon, reviews of this to come. Next, I picked up Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. So I read this earlier in the year. It was one of my favorite books of the year so far. I actually listened to it on audiobook. So since I had money, I really wanted to get a copy of this to read and have in my collection because I really love this book. The first place I ever heard about this book was on Angie Henderson's channel, and she has two channels. She has a homeschool channel, which is Science Mama, and then she has her booktube channel, which is Angie Henderson. They branched off recently, so I can't remember which channel I originally heard it from, but Angie Henderson is who I heard this from. If you don't follow Angie, go check out her channel. I love her so much. She's actually one of the people that I was watching her channel and I was like, I could do it. I could have a booktube channel. She has a science background. I have a science background. She has twins. I have twins. She's homeschooling. I just really like her a lot. So please check out her channel if you do not already follow her channel. Another book I heard about first on Angie's channel was Where the Lost Wander. This is a historical fiction on the Oregon Trail. And living in the Pacific Northwest, we learn about the Oregon Trail a lot in school growing up, but I think it would be really fun to read a historical fiction book about that. So that's what this one is about. I'm pretty sure, I've heard this on a couple channels, I'm pretty sure this one was from hers as well. The first time I heard about it though, The Bear and the Nightingale. This I think is middle grade fantasy, and I don't know much about it. I'm kind of gonna go into this one blind. I know that there are 3 in the series and they're pretty highly rated, and I think they take place in Russia, if I remember correctly. Russia, and it's dark winters and they're trying to find magic to get them through the winters, and yeah, there's storytelling involved, and that's about all I know. So I'm very excited to check this one out as well. Okay, the next few I heard for the first time on Chantel's channel. Chantel Reads All Day. Chantel is another one of the first booktubers I started watching, and I just love her channel, and she reads so many books and she gives so many recommendations and so many reviews, and I have just found a lot of books that I want to read from watching her channel. Actually, some days I'm like, no, you can't watch Chantel's video right now because you'll add 10 more books to your TBR. She recommends a lot of books. So yes, so this is one that she recommended, the Wing Feather Saga. I know I've heard about it on other channels too. On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. So this again is a middle grade fantasy, and I do not know much about it. I know it's adventure, it's fantasy, it's supposed to be really good. So I like purchasing middle grade fantasy books too, because I feel like if they're any good at all, I'll save them and read them with my kids. So I'm like, it's a 2-for-1. It's a book for me, and then in a few years we'll be able to read this together, and I'll already have the copy here with me. So there's that. The Edge of Belonging I also heard about just recently on Chantel's channel. So this is about it's a dual timeline. One is a girl who is confused about mysteries of her past. And then the past timeline is a man who is homeless, who ends up finding this baby, who is the girl. And he's homeless, but he basically falls in love with this baby and wants to keep this baby. And obviously he's not really set up for fatherhood because he is homeless. So it's about the stories, and I have no idea how it comes together, but it sounds like an amazing story. I believe it's Christian fiction. I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm excited to check it out because I've kind of steered clear from Christian fiction in the past because just a few years back I came upon some that was really cheesy and I was like, But Chantel has done quite a few videos on Christian fiction that is decent Christian fiction, acknowledging that some of it is super cheesy. So we'll see. We'll give it a go and see how it turns out. The story sounds amazing, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm really excited for this. The Thursday Murder Club. This also I found out about on Chantel's channel. So I found the second one. The second book in the series is called The Man Who Died Twice, and I found it at Goodwill a few weeks back for super cheap, so I bought it, and then I was like, well, I have to get the first one in the series, so I ordered the first one in the series. This is about a group of retired gentlemen. I think they're all gentlemen. I'm not positive on that. So a group of retired people, and they decide that they would like to solve crimes, so they get together on Thursdays and decide to start solving crimes that have not been solved. So it sounds super fun, super good. We'll see how it goes. And they call themselves the Thursday Murder Club. Okay, this one. So I just did a review on V.E. Schwab's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I loved it. So I knew right away I had to pick up another book by V.E. Schwab. So this one, I think the first person that told me about it was Dave and Olive over at Book Blather, was like, this one was great. I've seen it on a couple other channels though. I've heard mixed things. I've heard lots of people say it's really good. Some people say that the style of writing is very different than Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Either way, I'm excited to jump in and see what else V.E. Schwab has written because I loved The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So that's an addition to my collection. Another author that has been going around BookTube is Blake Crouch. He just had a Book of the Month book called Upgrade. And that was the first time I've heard of him. And I was like, who is this guy? And MJ at Reading This Life said, oh, you should read Dark Matter. Is another book that's purchased by him. And I have since then seen like 4 or 5 other people say they have read Dark Matter or they're reading Dark Matter or they really like it. So Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is sci-fi. It is, I can't remember what it's about. Okay, so basically this man is knocked unconscious and wakes up in a life that he doesn't know, doesn't remember. It's like he doesn't have his wife anymore. He doesn't have his job. He has no idea what's going on, and it kind of goes from there. Again, this has been really highly recommended to me, and since we read Project Hail Mary, I've been wanting to get more into sci-fi. I really love Michael Crichton, and I've read quite a bit of his work, but it's been a while since I've been actively reading sci-fi, so I'm really excited to get back into some more sci-fi. So that is one that I will be reading. Also sci-fi, I picked up Sea of Tranquility. I've had this one on my TBR for a while. I'm not sure where I found out about it from, but it's by Emily St. John Mandel, and this is I think it's dual timeline as well. Part of it takes place in like the past, and part of it is the future, where there is a colony on the moon, and there's some sort of author who's trying to promote her book on the moon, and I don't really know how it all intertwines, but that's why I'm gonna read it. I've heard good things, so I'm really excited to go into sci-fi in this as well, and it kind of links together with the space travel and Scott Kelly. It's kind of the theme of space is all kind of mixed in there, so yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Okay, last for books, I have never ever read a graphic novel. I'm always kind of like adult comic book, like, well, do I need that? But I was watching Storytime with Sid a while ago. She has not been on BookTube for a while. I hope she's coming back soon because I really enjoy her videos and she is so sweet. But she at one point was talking about the Tea Dragon Society, which is a graphic novel, and it just has super pretty illustrations. And I had commented on her channel and I was like, oh, like that sounds good. I'm thinking about getting it. And she was like, you have to get it. She was like, if you don't get it, I'm gonna buy it for you. So I was like, whoa, okay, I'll add it to my list. So that was a while ago. So when I was doing this book haul, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick up Tea Dragon Society and see how it goes. It's super, yeah, it just has super cute illustrations, and yeah, it should be fun to look at and fun for my kids to look at as well. So those are the books I hauled. Okay, also, I got a couple other random things that I'm gonna show you because why not? Okay, let's do this one first. So first I got this board game. So my husband and I like to play board games. I like to watch birds. He doesn't like to watch birds so much, but it was my birthday gift card, so I got to choose. No, we agreed. It has really good reviews on Amazon, so we'll see. Look, over 1 million games sold. How could you go wrong? But this book is a book about bird watching, and we haven't opened it yet, so I don't really know. They call it like the most relaxing board game, so I think that could be good for us because we're kind of competitive. We like to win, and I think this game you still win, but I have read that it's not so much like, you know, some board games you like play against each other and then you try to like sabotage each other and try to like put your piece in front of theirs or try to like, you know, be cutthroat. I think this, you're just working on your own bird collection. So you're each working at the same time on your own collection. And I don't know how you win. I don't know any more about it than that. If you want to know more after we play it, let me know and I'll talk about it in a future video. Just leave a comment. But I'm really excited for that. Okay, also the thing I'm most excited for, and I don't know what this says about me as a person, but I got a laminator. So because I'm homeschooling this year, my kindergartner, and I got all these like, there's like these cards that came, I got Becca, and there's all these cards that came with like these little pieces and stuff that you can use and move around. And I was like, my kids are gonna destroy those in a minute and a half. Like my children are not, they're not delicate with the things. They are rough little bulls in china shops, and I love them dearly. But I would like the stuff to last through homeschooling, all three of them, for longer than a minute. So I got a laminator and it was not expensive. So now I guess I'm a real homeschooling mom now because I have a laminator. So again, I don't know what this says about me that I get really excited about like random office supplies. I also have like all the papers. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but I think you just like slide it through. I don't know. I was just pretty excited about that. So happy birthday to me. Those are the things I got for my birthday. Thanks to my parents and my in-laws. I love them so much. And yeah, I think that's all I have to share for today. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. I hope you take some time today to read a good book or two. And if you are having a bad hair day, just wear a bandana. Bye. Also, I just want to tell you that if you wear a bandana all summer long, you will legit get bandana tan line along here. So one thing I've had to learn is like sometimes when you're outside, like just pull your bandana up a little bit so you don't have crazy bandana tan line because it looks really weird. Okay, that's all.